What is up, everybody? Welcome to the interactive experience. My name is Chris Taylor. With me, as always, is Mark Bunn
Hey.
and our pal Sal.
Howdy.
Okay, it's DiNardo.
Yes.
DiNardo? Okay, I'm not going to say
Yes.
our pal Sal anymore. I'm going to use your actual name, Sal
Okay.
DiNardo, because I say everybody else's name. It's weird that I just
Yeah.
say our pal Sal, because you're
I know.
more than our pal. You are our cohort.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
you
know
are.
Tyler had a problem with me having my email address salyourpal at Rabblepress.
Oh,
So I can see where that. Yeah, I
he
can see
had a
where.
problem with that?
Yeah, he's
Sometimes,
like,
sometimes, and I can't wait till he listens to this. Sometimes Tyler's a little bit of a Nazi when it comes to the Rabble Press things. Just a little bit.
just a little bit.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna get a note from him after saying that live, but
You
that's
can't call
okay.
me a Nazi.
Yeah, I mean, not an actual Nazi.
No, those
I'm
suck,
not.
but
I'm not
He's a
saying
stickler.
right. A stickler,
true.
right?
Yeah.
And maybe he wears a brown shirt, and maybe you got to wear a patch. I don't know. It's just whatever. It is what it is. Okay, so video games are a
Yeah.
thing that happen from time to time.
I love them.
Who doesn't? So, kind of still slow part of the year, but still some releases this week. So there's a game called Abzu, I believe is how you pronounce it. It is from one of the designers of Flower and Journey.
Ooh.
So it's like a diving game, and it's on PS4 and PC. Comes out this week.
Well, I heard about this one.
Yeah, it looks really cool actually.
I heard the person who like the visual artist is the visual artist from Journey,
Right.
and then the developer isn't the same developer from Journey.
Right, no, it's a
But
different developer, but
Yeah.
like one of the main. Yeah. Anyways,
It
Contributor.
looks pretty good.
it does look very interesting. Also this week we have Batman: The Telltale Series Episode 1. This is coming out on everything, literally
Yep.
everything,
Except Wii U.
except Wii U. Because we'll get to Wii U later. I got there's numbers that are ridiculously sad regarding Wii U. Anyways,
Oh, I want to hear this. Yeah.
Well, the numbers you posted, yeah, it's fun.
yeah. So, okay, so it's out for everything. This game looks spectacular, and Telltale never lets us down, and that's purple.
Oh no, I just.
Oh, I
just
see.
I'm testing my 3D glasses on the screen.
Are they working? Am I coming in 3D?
Whoa.
Okay,
The people listening will have no idea what just happened right now.
that's right.
But everything
So,
just changed for me right now.
Mark, you're
Yeah.
a big Batman guy.
Mm-hmm.
On a scale of 1 to Dark Knight, how excited are you for this game? I should say on a scale of Dark Knight Rises to Dark Knight.
I like Batman Begins. That was a pretty good one.
Mm-hmm.
Batman Begins did the whole his parents dying thing better than Batman vs Superman, but that's a different podcast.
You know what? Batman animated series. How about that? Like that's my.
There
top.
you go. Oh wow, that's the top, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody's picking this one up.
Well, I'm buying season pass. Yeah.
All right, I'm getting it too. There's another game coming out this week called This Is the Police, coming out for PC.
Like Sting.
What's that?
Sting.
No, it's not Sting. You confused me there. I'm like, Sting. Oh yes, of course, the police. Roxanne. So we're gonna ISO that. We're gonna ISO that little.
And we
bit.
can use that because we're under the time limit, right?
That's right, absolutely. So this actually looks really interesting. You are a police commissioner or police chief, and you're in charge of the police department, and you can like decide to be corrupt or whatever because you're trying to build up your pension, like how much for your retirement because you're retiring soon. Anyways, it looks interesting little art style. I think it looks cool. There's another game coming out for PS4 and PC called Tricky Towers. Basically Tetris, but without sides. So you have to build a tower, and it's multiplayer, so whoever builds the tower faster. And this one is going to be free for PlayStation Plus members.
That's
so
cool.
if you're PlayStation Plus, you get it. This one I'm sure Mark is excited about. Coming out for iOS and Android only. It's Mobius Final Fantasy. Looks like a legit Final Fantasy game for your phone.
Yeah.
Not
But
like...
this was the other one though. The Bravey Exvius, I forgot what it's called, but it looks like your traditional turn-based, like
Yep.
classic style Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I'm actually going to download this and give it... Is it free or is it... do I have to pay for it?
I can't remember, but
No.
I know that I don't have any room on my phone because stupid iPhone only goes from 16 gig to 64 gig, and of course I have the 16 gig model.
Right.
Oh,
Delete,
true.
delete some shit. You gotta delete shit, man. All right, and we have Overcooked coming out for the PC, PS4,
That
and
looks
Xbox One.
Looks awesome.
Multiplayer cooking game. Looks
Is it
really fun.
Sorry, was it PS4 and PC?
PS4, PC, and Xbox One.
Oh, why can't it be 360?
Small a
Come
party
on.
game.
That looks really fun though. I saw that game and I thought it looked really really cool. I have this weird obsession with cooking games.
Right. Like
So-
Cooking Mama, you were all about it.
Cooking Mama, I used to play like
Burger Time.
Cake Mania. I'll admit it. That was a fun
Good time.
game.
What's that?
I don't remember-
Sal,
I don't
do you know
remember
Burger
Burger Time.
Time? You don't know
No.
Burger Time? I'm old. I'll see myself out.
It might be the is it part of the NES?
It is
Back
not.
then?
Sadly, it is
No.
not part of the
Oh,
NES.
it's not? Okay.
No. So, that's awesome. So
It looks like it does look like a party game. It looks like everyone's been
it
yelling
looks
at
really
each other.
fun. Yeah, it looks. Bring the fucking tomatoes. That's exactly what I can see myself yelling at my children. It'll be
Awesome.
great. And lastly, the Xbox One S model 2 TB edition comes out this week.
Oh.
A super sweet redesign. Looks awesome. If you're into Xbox. If you don't have 4K playback for Blu-rays, and it'll do 4K like output for certain things. I don't think it'll do it for games. It might upres to 4K. I'm not sure on that.
It does like HDR or something.
Right. It does HDR.
Yeah.
They've said Gears of War 4 will run better on this model than it does on the original model, but you're not going to see a huge difference
Unless you're a
between the
robot.
two. What's that?
That's confusing.
Unless you're a robot, exactly. Unless you have robot eyes. Unless you're Geordie LaForge.
Data.
Or Data, right. Because Data actually had robot eyes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Sal, I just want to congratulate you on one thing as you were
What's that?
standing up to leave. Last week, I don't know if you went back and listened. I listened back to last week's episode, and I listened back to it after the huge leak from Eurogamer came out about the NX.
Oh yeah.
And you literally called the entire thing. Like, you were bang
Did
on.
I really?
Everything you said was exactly right.
But before the leak or
No, you were
Of-
before
of
the
the
leak.
leak.
You were before the
Huh.
leak. Because this leak happened, and this is what we're going to mostly talk about today. Yeah, I think the rest of this episode is going to be Nintendo chat.
okay? Is it the whole thing where I said that it's gonna suck, or is it? The
No,
whole, like,
you didn't
idea
say.
of it?
No, you didn't say it was going to suck. You just
Well,
said.
I was saying that.
Are you saying that now?
I just don't. I don't think that it's gonna be any good. That's just my thought.
Okay. So you called it. You said a handheld that you can hook up to your TV as well.
Yeah,
So
the high-powered handheld that you can connect to your TV somehow. Yeah.
right. So
Okay.
detachable controllers that are on the side. So it looks like you can use it like a standard. I don't have my DS around, but it looks like a standard, like the bottom part of a DS. But then the
Yeah.
two controller sides detach, and you have two controllers there. And
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
so the one thing that I saw someone talking about was that you could presumably play Smash Brothers like on the bus,
Yeah, yeah. I
right?
heard about
And
that.
two people playing on the bus because you got one screen and yada yada yada. Is that compelling? Like, does that do anything for you guys?
If it would work for a game like Monster Hunter, because I played Monster Hunter 3 on the 3DS, and then I had the Wii U version, which I hooked up to, and I thought that was amazing. But if I can play like one game, I can go to work, play one game, come home, continue the game. That'd be a cool idea. I just don't think. I think that I'm just worried that the thing is gonna come out, and then everyone's gonna say they're gonna make games for it, and all these Kickstarters are gonna come out and say they're gonna make games for it, and then they all end up not making games for it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
So, I mean, more specifically though, going back to the detachable controllers, is that a selling point to anybody?
I think I don't know. Like, I need to see it.
Right,
To,
and this is the problem: is
you know,
we're going. This is all speculation and rumor,
Yeah.
but all well backed up. So I think we're pretty safe that this is legit. But we don't know what any of it looks like.
Yeah, exactly. But like, if there's like that many like moving parts on it, then it would kind of suck because
Yeah,
just the Wiimote and the nunchuck was a little bit too much to throw around. Whereas like, just having one controller, one system, it'd be great. Because if you have
Right.
these two, because if the system can literally split apart into three different things, then there's a chance you might lose like one of those three things.
that's
you know what I mean?
true. That's true.
And the Wii U was terrible because I don't know if I told you the story, but when I brought my Wii U home the first day, like this is like 2012, like the day after it came out, my cat ended up chewing up the charge cable for my gamepad.
Nice.
Did I tell you that?
No,
So I couldn't find that gamepad charge
You
cable anywhere.
couldn't get a replacement one, and stupid
Nope.
Nintendo made it a proprietary port.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
not even, like, for me, when I first saw that, I'm like, oh, it's the same as the 3DS. That's perfect.
Yeah, it looks like it.
It
yeah.
looks very similar, but it's not.
It's not. Nope.
Um,
It's like half an inch bigger.
hey, Nintendo, micro USB is the thing. Let's use it. Just saying.
Pretty much.
Says the Apple guy who, But everybody uses, like, lightning cables are everywhere, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Okay, so cartridges are definitely happening. Developers told to keep it under 32 gigabytes.
So I don't
That's
like.
crazy.
You're limiting like what developers can do, though, right?
Right, but based on, we'll get to this part after, but based on the hardware, I think that 32 gigabytes is actually going to be a lot. Like, I don't think that that's going to be a huge...
Well, depending on what Nintendo
Yeah.
wants to look and do, right?
Right.
The
So,
Wii U is 25.
Even past the DS and the Wii, that they don't need high-powered games to sell. They
Right.
just need creative games.
right, and that's it.
Beating this generation, and they've seen they flopped.
Right.
So back to what works for them.
And that's it. Nintendo's never been about, well, no, that's not true because they have had the most powerful system in the market,
They had the GameCube.
right? Which was easily the most powerful system of
Yeah.
the three, and that didn't help them.
No.
So they've never. It's
Yeah.
always been about interesting, different game design and concepts, right? High concept gaming.
Yeah, but there's always a catch though with their systems. You ever notice that? Like it's
Give me
never
an example
Okay, so you said the GameCube was the most powerful system, right?
of the PS2, original Xbox,
Yeah.
and GameCube. It was the most powerful.
But then they had the small discs that only held like a gig. that was the catch.
Yeah.
And then the controller didn't have had less buttons than the Xbox and the PS2 controller. or
Right,
something
because
like that.
it had only had one less
Yeah.
button. Only one.
No, the
and
control sticks wouldn't
the
click.
control sticks didn't click. Fuck, I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
So it's like that's what I'm kind of expecting. Like with this new system, it's like they're gonna come out, they're gonna say, "Oh, check this out, blah blah blah, this and this." Oh, by the way, the games are only like 32 gigs. I mean, 32 gigs is a lot. Like the Wii U is 25,
It's not a lot.
but it's not a lot. Yeah, see,
Because
exactly.
like every
It's on the Blu-ray disc.
every
Blu-ray disc is like
Xbox One and PS4 game is like, between 40 and 60 gigabytes right now.
Yeah, 80
So-
or something apparently for like Metal Gear Solid or something.
Right. So again, it's not the end of the world, and I think going based on the processing unit that's in it, I think it'll be plenty. So
Yeah.
digital distribution obviously is also going to be a thing that they're doing. No one said anything about internal memory on the system, so I don't
Yeah.
know. Again, it'll probably be like the DS with the expandable with SD cards or something along those lines.
Yeah.
I would assume, but again, I don't know for sure.
So if they're using cartridges, then that would mean it's basically like a 3DS because the 3DS had cartridges.
Right.
So But they said it's a home console.
Right.
So
That
are
you
they
can-
going?
Well, this is it. Like, it's not really a home console. It's a ultra powerful handheld.
That would also somehow double as a home console.
Right, that you put into a docking station and play it on your TV.
Yeah.
So,
But then what happens to the whole like Nintendo having two platforms? Because usually
well,
they had
this
the
is
handheld,
it. This is it. Like,
and now it's all one.
it's going to be one platform now. They're going to because they'll phase out the Wii U, obviously.
They haven't done that yet.
I believe they already have phased it out. They just didn't tell anybody. Actually, I was going to say something that I definitely shouldn't say. I will tell you guys after, when we're off the air.
Okay.
I think I know where you're
wow.
going with
I was going to say something really stupid. Whew.
It's all
Okay.
good.
Yeah, I'm glad I caught myself.
Everyone's like, "What's he gonna say? What was he gonna say?"
Oh,
You gotta be on the end.
I'm on it. I'm on my toes. Okay, so probably they've said probably no backwards compatibility. I mean, since it won't use discs, there's definitely no way it'll play Wii U games. Now there are rumors that there will be NX ports of some of the more popular like Smash Brothers and Splatoon.
Well, they already announced the Zelda one's gonna be on both, right? So
They announced the Zelda one's going to be on both, but yeah, they said that it's a possibility that we'll get Smash Brothers and Splatoon both on NX.
They I don't know if anyone knew this, but the last Splatfest actually happened like a week ago.
The last one ever.
The very last one, yeah.
So they're not going to do any more.
They're not doing any more
What the fuck
Splatfests.
is wrong with Nintendo?
It's been like a year.
Yeah, but support your games. What do you mean a year?
I know.
Support your game. It's one of the only games
you actually
people
came
are
up with
playing.
an IP that actually works.
Right, people
I know.
like this game, and you abandon it after a year. This is the
Yep.
problem. They're not thinking. They're not doing what the players want them to do. They're doing.
Of course not.
They're doing what Nintendo has always done, and I mean, there's still money to be made. There's still money there, but they gotta get with the times.
Mm-hmm.
They have to get with the times, and if that means supporting Splatoon for 2, 3, 4 years,
That'd be nice.
then that's what you have to do.
Good.
Right? And if that means you want to make a DLC and make people pay, guess what? They're going to pay. You make a $40 ask the Destiny players. Right? And I mean, Sal, you told me Splatoon's Destiny for kids.
Pretty much,
So-
yeah.
So like look at what Destiny's doing and be like, "Oh, we could capitalize on that." I
Yep.
guess not. So, so the last thing news-wise, or about it anyways, is it is using a Tegra X1 processor. All the dev kits, that's what they have, is a Tegra X1 processor. So that's the same processor that's in the NVIDIA Shield. And it is, so I was watching some videos and stuff and like trying to understand it. And it is basically a last gen, so a 360 PS3 console, supercharged.
Okay.
So think of like last gen games, but all at full 1080p, 60 frames a second.
Okay, so it's like a supercharged. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Supercharged. So like a Wii U, because that's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
a Wii U really was, right?
I heard the Wii was like weaker than the 360, which kind of
Yes.
broke my heart.
The Wii?
Yeah,
Or the Wii U?
Of course, the Wii. Yeah.
I don't know.
The people who developed they did the port for like Assassin's Creed 3 or something. They
Right.
they went on a podcast and they said it was harder to port it to the Wii U than it was to the 360 because the Wii U was apparently less powerful, like not in certain ways.
Right.
Like the processor, the CPU was like crap compared to whatever, but
Gotcha.
that's it. Actually, I heard that the Wii U is actually based off of the GameCube technology, just accelerated.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
That wouldn't surprise me.
that's how it could play Wii games because it's using the same like architecture.
Right.
So
So, and then in that, using that same logic, it should play GameCube games as well.
the Wii U, yeah, but
Yeah, but
didn't.
no, we want to sell you shit like that. So,
Yeah.
how do we feel about this system? Like, are we excited? Are we cautiously optimistic? Are we?
I'm cautiously optimistic. Like I tell people like if the thing doesn't come out and doesn't like surprise me or whatever, it's just the same thing all over again. Because I heard stories that it's like it's gonna like get back the casual market or something, or
Right.
it's gonna like win back the Wii crowd, which kind of doesn't make sense to me. But like I'm
Uh,
waiting to see what it is and what it can do because I don't want to be in a situation where I have a Wii U and there's like no games coming out for it and it's just like I don't know, Watch Dogs
right.
again. I don't know.
Were you
Like
really burned when Watch Dogs didn't come out?
I was actually at a game store with one of my cousins, and he was like, "We're in the Wii U section." He's like, "Man, I've never seen this before." I'm like, "What are you talking about? Like the system? Like he doesn't have a Wii U." He's like,
Right.
"Man, I've never seen a system like this before." He's like, "I'm like, yeah, man. There's only 100 games for it.
Yeah.
Like you can buy every single game the Wii U has on disc, and it will probably like fit on your shelf or something.
Yeah.
There's only 100 games. Like the Wii has like 1,000." Like
There's a
2,000
lot of
games for it.
shovelware on the
Yeah,
Wii,
there's a
though.
lot of
Yeah, but
shit.
still, people show. At least they showed up, you know. But
Yeah,
it's
but
debatable.
yeah.
But
So
yeah,
see, for me, okay, so I'll speak from like my point of view. I think that this is smart because they've always dominated the handheld market.
yeah, it is smart. Yeah.
So
I think-
if you look at like the Game Boy, the Game Boy Advance, the DS, they've outsold the competition like crazy, and
yeah.
they can iterate the fuck out of a handheld because stupid people like me, right? Well, oh, the new DS is out, I gotta go buy it. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Like and the price is gonna be a big factor on this. But I can't see this being more than $300 US. I don't know what that will work out to Canadian, but I can't see it being more than $300 US. And that price point is pretty tempting, right? It's not a
Yeah.
lot of money, and I can play Zelda on the bus on the way to work. I can play it on my break at work, and then I can
Yeah.
come home at the end of the day, pop it in on my 50-inch TV, and keep playing. And no change in interface, no change in nothing, no uploading the save file to the cloud, no
Yeah,
chance
yeah,
of
yeah.
any. You know what I mean? Like the idea of this system is very very interesting.
It is. Yeah.
Because you're
I'm-
gonna take that DS market that you've always had and
Right.
turn them into consoles.
And turn the right, but
when
now
not really taking away the handheld part.
exactly because now you still have the handheld business,
Yeah.
and people are used to coming to you
Of it.
for
Mhm.
handheld. Now, here's my question: what does this mean for the 3DS?
Yeah.
That's
That's
a
what
great
I was gonna say. Yeah.
And
you
Because
say?
you can't give them that other option because they're going to go for that other option because they're used to the DS. If you say, "Hey, we have a new DS," they're going to go towards that as opposed to going for the NX.
So
If
you
make
think-
NX the amalgamation of both the
Right.
next step for Wii U and the DS, then yeah.
So basically then what they're saying to their customers is, thank you for being our having our household system. Thank you for having our handheld. Now all you need to buy is one.
Yeah.
And you have all of our stuff is going to
It
come
might
out for
spell
this
the
one
Wii
system.
DS. How about that?
The Wii, well, it doesn't have two screens.
Well,
So you can-
technically, you have the one on your portable, and then when you take it home, there's your second screen.
Whoa.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool if they actually
I
did
don't
the
think
Wii,
I
the
don't
Wii
think
U
they're
thing.
doing that though. Cuz I don't think that was ever a good idea.
I think if they remake a Splatoon for it and there's a way to connect the second screen to the one screen, like it'll work for certain games. Like the Wii U, it doesn't work for every game.
Right.
Like I think it'd be really cool if they used the screen on the handheld and then you can just kind of stream it wirelessly to your TV through
Yeah.
the dock. That would be cool.
Yeah.
But going back to the 3DS thing, I think like I really like what they're doing with the new 3DS. Like I keep telling people, like I think it would be cool if they just cut off the old the original 3DS and just said, okay, from now on everything's new 3DS, and they just like use the power of that, or have it connect to the NX somehow, and then it's just somehow like kind of be in that kind of infrastructure. Because I know they're going to cut off the Wii U completely because they
Right.
want to forget
and,
that.
and that's what I mean. Like, are they
But-
going to cut off the 3DS immediately as well, or
I don't know. Like I'm playing Monster Hunter Generations on it, and I'm just loving the fuck out of it.
right?
Part of my swearing. But
Oh, are we not supposed to swear on this fucking
No,
podcast?
no,
I don't.
we're
I'm
Shit.
sorry. I don't know.
for everyone.
No one fucking told me.
Shit. Oh, adults.
Earmuffs. You just got to say earmuffs before you do it.
You don't need to celebrate, Frank.
Like, yeah, I've been playing Monster Hunter Generations, and I've discovered Humble Bundle, and I've found like I've downloaded so many games for cheap, so I have all these games on my 3DS, and like I have a 32
Humble
gig
Bundle?
card in it.
What Humble Bundle? There was a
There was a Humble Bundle, and I got like Rhythm Thief, I got freaking
nice.
Shantae and the Pirates, whatever. I got Citizens of Earth. I got a bunch of other stuff. I think I got SteamWorld Dig too. I don't know. I have so many things. Like if you look at my home screen on my 3DS, and I got themes with it too. It's just all just games.
Right.
And I'm thinking to myself, am I going to play these games, or is a new system going to come out, and am I just going to throw this in my dresser and then forget about it? But
I mean,
I don't know. What do you think?
I'm see, for me, I'm excited. I think this is a great thing. My only concern is that with a handheld system, I'm never okay just buying one in this household. There's too many people here, and they demand.
They're getting to an age where they can maybe start chipping in money wise. No,
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 not yet. Not yet.
No.
No, not yet.
They also said that it's going to be able to play all of the like the DNA mobile games, so it'll be able to play Pokemon Go and Animal Crossing Go.
See,
and
that was
stuff.
my next question. Like, does this mean that it's going to be okay? Now, if
It
it
is,
can
yeah.
play Pokemon Go, is it going to have well, I guess I could tether it to my phone. I guess.
That'd be amazing if it was like a Pokemon Stadium Go, where everyone just kind of crowds around and then just kind of like they play with their Pokemon on the TV. That'd be amazing.
That
If
would
they
be
brought
pretty,
back like the Pokemon Stadium idea,
that would be pretty awesome.
it would be.
Now,
But,
you got a patent idea for Nintendo takes it and claims it as their own.
Yeah.
there's a lot of ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Like, I
I'm
was
sure
thinking-
Sal's not the first person to think, let's bring back Pokemon Stadium.
I love Pokemon Stadium. That
No,
was a
I
great
know,
game.
and that lots of people did, and that's why I don't think you were the first. I just remember you had to have that thing that you plugged into the controller to get your
Yeah.
cartridge in.
But then you can play
great.
the Game Boy on the TV. Yeah, that was another thing. You can. I would go to school with my Game Boy, play the game at recess, then come
Right.
home and play it on the TV.
Wait,
Like I love that shit.
you couldn't use that to play it on TV.
Yeah, you
needed
could. There was a thing in the game called the Game Boy Tower, and you can play the game on your
Really?
TV. Yeah.
Oh, I
That was
didn't
a
even
thing.
know that was a thing. That's awesome.
And then they had this thing called the Doduo Tower and the Dodrio Tower, which would speed it up because you know how there's like these hacks now that would like speed up the game because
Yeah.
it's so slow. So like you would like if you beat like a bunch of levels in the Pokemon Stadium game,
Yeah.
you can unlock the tower, which makes you play the game faster. And then there's also shit in the game where like you can win like Pokemon, which would transfer to your Game Boy. It was pretty cool. I remember I won a Kabuto or something from Pokemon Stadium. It's like yes, I got the other one.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I
mean, So like that whole idea, like they've been doing that stuff for a while because I remember like on the GameCube they had the Game Boy Advance link cable,
right.
and I would play like Sonic Adventure or something, and I would load my Chow onto my Game Boy, and then go to school and like level up my Chow and then bring it home and then put it back on my game. Like I why didn't they like do anything?
See,
with
and
that?
now you don't need to do it. You don't need anything. It's this one device, and you
Yeah.
go wherever you're going. You play when you're away. Come home, drop it on your thing, play it on your TV.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I don't want to be super like rah rah Nintendo, but I think they're onto something here. I think that they've discovered like, hey, you know what, consoles. Let's let the other guys do the consoles because they're blowing us out of the water, and
Yeah.
we can't
But
get the
they did
third.
before, which I don't get why they left that strategy when they went to make the Wii U. Because when they did the Wii, like, hey, fuck it, we know we're going to be the second console to everyone's PlayStation or Xbox. We'll be that casual that people will just buy. And then,
Right.
hey, success. And then it's like, hey, Wii U, okay, let's get back in the market. Oh, shit, we sucked. Okay.
Well, and I mean,
Yeah.
they did market the Wii U as, hey, you don't need to have a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox One. We're gonna be that system for you.
Yeah.
You're gonna be able
Yeah,
to play
yeah, yeah.
Assassin's Creed and Deus Ex and Watch Dogs. Hey Sal, let me to go back to Watch Dogs. You didn't miss much.
I
That's
did.
all
It
I'm-
was
Although,
it was
the
on
second one
Best
does look
Buy.
decent.
What's that?
The second one
remember
does
that-
look decent.
Yeah, the second one looks pretty good.
I remember the game was at Best Buy on sale for like $30 for like a week every time because I would go in to pay my phone bill at Best
It's
Buy,
like
and I would
10
just walk
bucks
around
now.
and like go do and like, oh sweet, just Watch Dogs there, and there's like 2 copies left. I don't know. I just like thought like, hey, I don't know, is it a good game? Like that's the only game the Wii U has right now. Am I
I
gonna?
can't complain the price I got it for.
What'd you get it for?
I got it for free.
Oh, that's a good
That's-
price.
They had a Watch Dogs app game.
Oh, that's right. And you won, yeah,
Yeah.
because you were
Oh
like
my
hacking
God.
all this stuff.
Yeah. It's almost as bad as Pokemon Go, but like I actually like would park
I remember that.
somewhere and then just hack these places.
It was Pokemon Go
It
before
was,
Pokemon
yeah.
Go, and this was like
Was.
3 years ago.
Yep.
Because I remember, because we were going to Guelph,
Yeah.
and you were like in the car,
Hack.
like hack shit.
That was a cool idea. Because I remember, like, I would, like, look at, like, I would look down the street and I'm like, wait, I can go down the street and I can potentially meet someone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't know. It was interesting.
So, you guys still playing Pokemon Go? Speaking
Let's
of
not
Pokemon
talk
Go?
about Pokemon Go.
Okay.
I'm
I'm
level 8.
kidding.
I was in Toronto yesterday for the Jays game, and holy crap, the amount of Pokestops. Like, I went
Yeah.
into Toronto with maybe, 18 Pokeballs.
Yeah.
And without trying, like, I'm not, like, walking on my way. I was, like, going to the game and then went to dinner afterwards at the Danforth Allen's. And I ended up coming home with, like, 200 Pokeballs.
Yeah.
Nice.
So what we did is we drove downtown and we did like a loop downtown
Oh, yeah,
and then
yeah.
came back home. Everybody in the car had full backpacks when we got home, and that was downtown Hamilton. Like that, we didn't. I think we were out for like half an hour, maybe 40 minutes. So
Yeah, you said that on the last podcast.
did
You,
I?
like,
Shit, sorry.
You and your wife would drive around
Oh,
and just
yes.
fill up on Pokeballs. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
But I'm not, like, actively going out of my way. This is just
Right.
part of what I was doing yesterday. And I was
Right.
like, okay, wow, that's a lot.
I know that in my house it's slowed down a lot. Lindsay's still playing it, but the kids are kind of
Really?
they're kind of out on it right now. So
How come?
Until the
How
new
come?
update, the trading, and
yeah, I
mobile
guess.
games are like
new
that.
Pokemon's
Everything-
added.
Sorry, what? I forget who. I think I cut you off.
No,
No,
I was going
you-
to say the new Pokemon's added. But a lot of the gyms have Dragonites now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I saw
And
that.
apparently that's like the strongest Pokemon, so I'm like, why am I even bothering? I should just keep collecting and powering up until I get a Dragonite or something new.
Right.
Whatever.
Oh, so that's the meta. Like that's the top dog.
That's the
Yeah,
Galahorn.
Dragonite's the top dog, yeah.
That's the Galahorn. Yeah.
You should.
I just wish they changed the battle system. If it's something more like a turn-based
Right.
type,
It should
then I'd
be,
be more-
and it should be strategic. It shouldn't
Exactly.
be
Not
tap
just
tap
weapons,
tap, swipe
green,
swipe swipe, tap tap
yeah.
tap. It's dumb. I'm with you, man. I want a more in-depth battle system.
Yeah.
Like, because even the Pokemon games, like the regular games, have a more in-depth battle system
Yeah.
than tap tap tap.
Mhm.
So, okay. So I think the last thing I have on my list is Nintendo released some numbers this week, and Sal, you alluded to some of these numbers a little bit earlier when you were talking.
Okay.
So if you feel like the Wii U doesn't have any games, I'm
Well, it
about to
doesn't.
make you very depressed.
I heard that it was like, I think
So-
last month there was no games coming out for the Wii U.
That's a possibility. So okay, so Nintendo released. This is Nintendo's own numbers.
Cool.
They released, and these are North American numbers I'm giving. The numbers are a little bit different if you go Japan or Europe, but these are the North American numbers. Okay.
Okay.
So, for the Nintendo Entertainment System, first-party NES games, so first-party Nintendo games, 72.
What's up to what?
That were released for the whole lifespan of the NES. So
The original Nintendo
right. So Nintendo made 72 games for the NES.
at this point
For its whole life cycle.
for its whole life. Oh, okay.
Okay. Third-party games for the NES, 590.
Yeah. Okay.
So then SNES, Nintendo made 52 first-party games, and the third-party games were 667.
Okay. Yeah.
this is
I
when they were-
remember reading this. Yeah, that was a
This is
big.
when
Yeah.
their peak.
That was their peak
That
because
was my
then
first system.
the N64 came out. Now, first-party they made 53 games, so they made a little more than on Super Nintendo, but third-party only 244 games. So
See it
When people
going
started
down.
banning cartridges, they went to CD based.
that's right, and they were, yeah, and it seemed like everybody went to PlayStation for that generation. Like everything came out on PlayStation.
Which is fine because PlayStation was with Nintendo, and Nintendo's like, no, we want
Yeah.
your cartridges. So I was like, no, we want CDs.
You need CDs, man. You need all the space.
More memory. Yeah.
So
Yo, did you wait? Okay, just to pause for a second. Did you
Yep.
guys hear about the Nintendo disk drive, the United States version? Someone found
Yeah.
one,
Yeah.
and it's like, how much is it? They're trying to sell it for?
Oh, I have no idea. I didn't see they were selling it.
5,000. Wow.
Yeah,
If I had 5,000, like if I was like a rich guy, I would buy it. If I was a rich guy and had money to like spend, I would spend it on
Yeah.
that. I would
Apparently-
have all the rare shit.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and all the rare amiibos.
No, I don't care about amiibos.
Oh, okay.
So for the GameCube, 48 first-party games and 504 third-party. So the third parties came back for GameCube,
because it went
That
to
was a good
disc
system.
like that.
right? Because they were more powerful then, or comparable to. Controller was similar. There was no reason not to make games for everything. They had the sports games again. Oh no, I guess they never lost sports games on N64, but yeah, anyways. So then the Wii comes out. And first party Wii games 55. That's, Nintendo's been pretty solid since Super Nintendo, in the 50 to the 45 to 55 mark is where they're hitting.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
pretty good. Third parties for the Wii, 1,206.
Shovelware.
Yeah, and 1,206 like stupid sports games,
Yeah.
like
Fitness games.
yeah, fitness game, like just bullshit
Chicken
games.
shoot.
Chicken shoot. Oh god.
Like random party games.
Babysitting Mama. Do you remember Babysitting Mama, Mark?
Imagine Babies Party.
Yeah, 1,000 imagine pets, ponies, pets.
Imagine
Oh god.
Barbie's horse training. Oh,
Yeah, all that stuff. Yeah.
Wheel of Fortune.
Well, hold on. Wheel of Fortune. That's not a bad. That's
Was that a good game?
no. Well, here's the thing. That's a game that people want. People for some reason, people want that. People want Jeopardy.
Yeah,
People
yeah,
want like a Price
Trivial
is Right.
Pursuit.
They want these weird game show type games. I don't know why, but people
Yeah.
want them. So I don't have a problem with Wheel of Fortune because that'll actually sell. Okay, so then are you ready to be sad?
Sure.
I didn't do the handheld numbers. I didn't think they were relevant to this, but
No.
Okay.
all right. So for first party Wii U games, Nintendo has made 39 games. So that's way less than.
But then it's also like the technology gets better and better, and the games we make technically get harder and harder to make, right? Wouldn't that be a factor?
I'm not buying that.
No.
No, I'm not buying that.
I'm not defending the Wii
No,
U right
I
now,
know.
but-
No, I know. I just am not buying that excuse.
Because
Yeah.
they've been consistent.
They've
up
been
until-
consistent and 72, and I'll tell you why. Those NES, the 72, I'm sure that they published a lot of like third party stuff
Yeah, yeah.
in the original days, and that's why it drastically went down and stayed consistent after that. But for 39, like there's no excuse, especially when the third party number, are you ready, is 118.
Oh, so there's okay, so it's a little bit more than 100.
There's about 150 games total for the Wii U.
Okay, yeah. So that's around what I
So
think I said.
And what kills me is that the Wii U doesn't have this generation version of either Metroid, which is long-standing them, or
They don't
Zelda,
care.
which
or
come out
Zelda.
later.
Yeah,
Or Donkey-
like I mean,
Hey, we got Wind Waker, we got Twilight
Well,
Princess.
No,
we
no,
got...
hang on.
but those are remakes, and yes, they're very good remakes,
Yeah.
but they're not new games.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. But
So-
what about are those physical games or are those physical and
This
digital games?
only counts physical, so
Okay.
it doesn't count anything that was down or was released as Virtual Console or WiiWare. It doesn't count any digital games on the Wii U. So this is
Okay.
only disc-based games. Still, it is still, even if you include the downloadable games, you're not getting over 150 on top
Yeah,
of this
sure.
third-party number, right? You might get to 250. You might get to 250 total.
Yeah,
It's not
but
good.
people wouldn't be able to play them because the hard drives are so small.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
So
Oh,
Well,
my
that you
32
lost
gigabytes
a-
is full.
You've also lost a lot of third-party support with the Wii U.
oh
Well,
yeah,
because they looked at the controller and they're like, yeah, all right, it's a cool idea, but what the fuck am I going to do with this?
Yeah, how do I port this to this when I'm
Right.
doing it for these other two similar
And
systems?
then I remember this. Now, this is going back a few years, but I remember when the Wii U came out, and I'm like, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, I believe.
that was
the
that was
year.
about for one of my first games.
So I'm like, oh, this will be cool because one person can play on the tablet and one
Yeah,
person
yeah.
can play on the TV. I'm like, that's awesome. The Wii U isn't powerful enough to do both. You get terrible fucking frame rates when you try to do that.
Yeah.
Maybe 15 frames a second. It's awful. It's
Not only that, but even
borderline
for like Mario
unplayable.
Kart 8, when you're doing like split screen, it's
Mm.
alright. And then you go to 4-player, holy crap, the frame rate drops.
Yeah. So
Yeah. It wasn't a powerful system, but like the idea behind it was it needed power.
right.
That was another thing.
They needed more power in the system. Yes.
And
So-
they didn't market it at all.
No.
Like I was listening to the IGN podcast and they were like making fun of how it was like badly marketed. He's like the FAQ section on the Wii U website was so bad. It's like, so is this a Wii? Is it the Wii? Yes, no. Is it a next gen system? Yes, no. Could I use my Wii remote with it? Yes, no. It was just a funny just seeing that. And I worked retail that when that Wii U came out, and why were we selling out on Wiis when the Wii U came out? I don't understand. Like
I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
exactly, yeah. It was just funny to me. I don't know.
For me, the problem. Oh man, I've completely lost my train of thought.
Choo choo.
Yeah.
Something about Wii's.
Something about Wii's.
Yeah, when the Wii U came out, the Wii sold out.
You got me. You got
Yeah.
me. Thank you, Mark. You got me back on track. So you bring out the Wii U. You couldn't make it more confusing for a customer.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Because like your last system's called the Wii, so now people see, you go into your GameStop or your EB Games or your Future Shop,
Best Buys.
Future
Shop.
Shop. What?
Walmart. So you see this Wii U, Future Shop. You see this
What?
Wii U sign as a customer, and you're not like us, right? You're just like a regular Joe Schmo.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
see
yeah.
Wii U, and you're like, oh, I have a Wii, so these are
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
And it's like you can't do that to a customer.
And they had New Super Mario Brothers U, which looked like the Wii.
And
Super Mario Brothers Wii.
then people are like, and then oh, is this new? It's called New Super Mario Brothers. Is this new? And I'm like, well, it came out 3 years ago, so it's not really new. Well, why does it say new? And it's like, well, because it's the new. I'm like, it was new when it came out.
Do you guys know why they're called new 3DS, New Super Mario Brothers? I actually found out why.
Because Nintendo hates their
lazy?
customers.
Yeah, they want to confuse their customers, but no, like the word that they use in Japan, like it translates to like cool or like fresh and like new. So like I guess when they brought it over here, they didn't want to call it like cool Super Mario Brothers or fresh Super Mario Brothers.
I think they should have called
called
it
it-
Fresh Super Mario Brothers.
That would have been
And then
a cool
the Fresh
name.
Prince would have showed up.
So I always thought that was like a dumb naming convention, but
It is dumb.
yeah.
It is really dumb. So that's all I have. Did you guys have any thing you wanted to discuss? Any news or topics or?
Chris? I mean, Mark?
I can't
Mark,
think of
Chris?
it.
What's that? No, you guys are both.
I mean, I went on that whole rant about how the Wii U was like botched from launch, and I have fears that the NX is just going to do the same thing.
I honestly don't
But-
think so. Okay, hold on. Let's go through the list. NES was a success. SNES, greatest success they've ever had.
Because it just did the NES but better.
Right.
Right?
GameCube, or sorry, N64, huge step back for
That
them.
was a
It,
yeah,
wa-
yeah.
it- I would say, and then GameCube came out, and it was like incrementally better than the N64, but not
Yeah.
great. And then the Wii explosion. So I think it's either gonna be explosion or it's gonna be better. It's not gonna be worse. This is the Virtual Boy of their consoles.
The Wii U.
Yes,
Yeah.
the Wii U is their Virtual Boy of consoles,
Mhm.
which I have a Virtual Boy right over here.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Nice.
But yes.
But honestly, like I want to like I don't like in theory like if the NX comes out and it just kind of looks dumb and gimmicky and no one's gonna make like I feel no one's gonna make games for it. Like I would consider just getting a PS4 or building a PC because there's so many cool games like Overcooked I want to play, and like all those like random PC games.
Option 2.
What is that? What does
Build
that
a
mean?
PC.
That's the race. The
Build a
master
Oh,
race.
PC.
I am building a PC, yeah.
Good.
But there's just so many better games on PC. Like there's
There
like
are so many better games on PC.
Octodad and I Am Toast. Like I want to be a piece of toast and
Exactly.
a Octopus Dad grocery shopping. Yeah, sure.
Now, Octodad was at one point free on PlayStation Plus, but that's neither here
Damn.
nor there. But but Steam sales, bro.
That too. Yeah, I have so many games I still haven't played through that I got for like $5.
See?
So
There you go.
that's why I like the 360 though, because I can just find these like random games and they're just fun. Like I just bought Doom 3.
360's dead, bro.
It's still fun
Dead.
though.
Yeah,
Like,
but
I
it's dead.
I still know people that play it like online that like be like, hey man, like you want my gamer tag? We'll play like Call of Duty or something.
I
But
mean,
it
I
is-
can play 360 games on my Xbox One.
Yeah.
Online.
If
Like
you,
I
if you-
recently
yeah.
bought Red Dead Redemption on my Xbox One because like
Yeah, I heard about that.
why
yeah.
not? It was on sale for like $7. I'm like, yeah, that's happening.
Yes.
And
Digitally,
it's the
right?
yeah, and it was the game of the year, so it's both
got
the game
the zombie edition
and
then?
Undead Nightmare. Yeah.
Damn.
So that's pretty sweet because I never did play Undead Nightmare. I know I owned it, but I never played it.
That's cool. I just bought Metal Gear Solid 5 for like $15 on Best Buy sale.
Nice for 360.
For 360, yeah.
Oh man, I kind of want to play it on the old gen systems just to
Yeah,
see
yeah.
how like how trashy it looks because it's the game. Like I played it on my PC and the game
Yeah.
is gorgeous.
The
But I
ground,
just-
like the rocks look like egg carton.
Right, and that's what I want to see, right? Like I want to like put my eyes through that strain. So,
But yeah.
all right. So who's playing Batman this week?
I'm gonna play it.
How much is it going to be when it comes out for 360?
It's
You don't know?
I think it's 25 for the season pass. It's either 25 or 30. One or
I
the
mean
other.
the disc, like the disc.
Oh, the disc. It'll be 40 when the disc comes out.
That's not coming out.
and-
I
till,
don't,
what,
and I
Sep-
don't think the disc is coming out for 360 and PS3. I think it's only going to be digital on 360 and PS3.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, Mark, you're playing it this week.
I will. Yeah.
I have a suggestion for you when you play it.
Live stream it.
I suggest that you live stream it.
Okay. I need to get the I guess the login information.
Okay, I will make sure.
I have the Twitch one saved in my PlayStation, but I don't
Right.
have the YouTube one.
Oh, you just need the Twitch one.
The Twitch
Or
one,
do-
okay.
Yeah, or do you want it? Yeah, just do it on Twitch. We'll get it out there.
Yeah, let me
Alright.
know when you're live streaming. I want to
Yeah,
check it out.
we'll make sure we're watching. I think you should totally do that.
Are you gonna-
I intend on going back and doing Game of Thrones, and I will do it under
I
the
still finished that one too.
yeah, and I will do it under Rabble Press, but I'll do it like for both this and Rabble of Thrones. It's like a twofer.
Remember you
know.
did the Final Fantasy one? That was
I was gonna do the
epic,
Final Fantasy
ambitious
one.
idea.
I just don't have time, man. Like
A lot
even
of gaming time.
it's like that's thousands of hours. I don't have thousands of hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being an adult sucks.
Agreed.
You guys should try having a couple kids and see,
Yeah. That's
Nah.
or even just wives.
true. Yeah.
Okay, so
There's
on
some
that
perks to
awkward note,
that.
I'm good.
so on
There's
that
some perks to
awkward
that.
note, well, I think we're done for this week. So remember, if you are enjoying this podcast, make sure that you're checking out the videos on YouTube, youtube.com/rabblepress. Make sure you subscribe. There is an interactive experience playlist there. You can check out all the videos. Check out all our other podcast videos as well, especially Rabble of Thrones, because it's cool. Also, subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/interactivexp. On Twitter.
Instagram? Oh.
On Instagram, InteractiveXP on Instagram. On Twitter, @InteractiveXP. Just go to our website, interactivexp.com, not interactiveexperience.com that I said last week. And that is all we have for this week. I hope you enjoyed your interactive experience.